Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to the Library of Ruina, where today they have released the realization of Gabara, which I was just actually talking about yesterday, which is pretty scary to say the least, actually. So, who is the first fight we have to do today? Nosferatu. Now, the people in my Discord, which, if you're not part of my Discord, by the way, go join my Discord, and think about subscribing if you watch this channel. I produce daily content, after all. But the people in my Discord guessed Nosferatu, and I have no idea who this is. I believe he's one of those cut abnormalities, just like Road Home and the other one, the Road Home and the Lion were. So here's the great interest of what is it going to be. Who do I have to fight him? We have Gabara as Gabara. We have Blonda as Maxim, because I had to just put the tiny thing in the absolute huge suit. We've got Baron staying as Suicide build, and I've got Isaac equipped with Esther. Let's see how this turns out. Hello. Welcome. I am more than willing to greet those of you who are this. Welcome. I am more who are thirsty. Oh, thirsty. Right. Doesn't it look sort of similar to us? It does. It does. Doesn't really look like a monster. It seems to want something. Kind of horrifying. It's too early for a nap. Won't you join me and share the pleasure? It looks awfully starved. We'd better be careful here. Holding back the pain of this thirst is not exactly a pleasing sight. Forfeit false hope and forget about the pretense of humanity. Okay. Who are thirsty? Yeah, that is the full line. So, what is this? Unknown and unknown. This is what happens when I play it immediately after. Fear of water. If the character has 1 or less blood, gain 2 strength. Blood. Uses different combat pages depending on the amount of blood. 1 blood is lost whenever the character sustains damage greater than 50% of its max HP. Fear of water. If the character has less than 5 blood, gains strength proportionate to the amount of blood missing. Up to 3. Thirst. If the character has 2 or less blood, uses a special combat page. Has a 2 scene cooldown. So I need to use piercing versus you. Hello, Baron. Oh wait, no, Baron's not that piercing. If the character did not use the page for the first 4 scenes of battle, it will be used on the Banquet of Blood. If the character has 5 or more blood, uses a mass attack page, Banquet of Blood, has a 3 scene cooldown. If not used on the first 4 scenes, it will be used on the 5th. Shapeshifting. If HP falls below 50% or lower, shapeshift next scene. HP does not go below 50% before this. Right. Okay. This ought to be interesting. So, what are you doing? Digging Teeth. If speed is 5 or higher, all dice on this page gain plus 2 power. Inflict bleed, inflict bleed, inflict bleed. Recover 5 HP, gain 3 blood next scene, and you use pages depending on how much blood you have. Okay. Thirst. Ranged. On hit, destroy all dice on target's page. On hit, recover 10 HP, gain 2 blood, gain 2 blood. Alright. On use, if no sanguine bat is present, spawn 1 next scene. I'm guessing that's what these are, sanguine bats. So in other words, unattacked, recover 5 HP. That's an interesting one. So in other words, you kind of encourage me to use it. Fair enough then. Well, if that's the case, let's see. You get plus 3 strength, I get plus 5. Because the power of Miyu compels you. So, in theory, we want to kill 2 bats at least. But leave one of them open and fine, I would say. The fact they're exactly whatchamacallit Okay. The fact you guys are all piercing as well is kind of bad, because that's what Baron is weak to. And I don't think any of us are resistant to it, no. But it's still worth a try to see how this goes. So... Ouch. That's pretty bastarding. Okay. Right. First way we play, roll of the wool from Gabara. Just so the counter dice gets more HP. Mass attack. Summation. On use, lose 5 blood next scene. On hit, inflict fear of water on target and restore HP of all allies by 7 plus number of targets hit. What do you mean, inflict fear of water on us? How did you get 6 blood out of interest? That's what I don't get. I really, really get the feeling we just need to murder the bats and see how it goes. You know? Just because I really feel the bats are going to be the problem. Unattacked recover the HP, so that includes if you whatchamacallit. Right. That's 1 dead bat. And 1 Mega Gubara, being Mega Gubara. Vengeance. Ah, vengeance. Ready the vengeance, Baron! Slurping blood? Yuck, that's gross. You have blood now, don't you? Yes. You have an awful lot of strength. Strength gain, I notice. On use, give 3 protection to ally. 3 protection and 3 haste. Give 3 protection and haste to 2 other allies next scene. Well, if that's the case, then I definitely need to make sure that you guys are whatchamacallit next turn. I wish I could ground smash. Oh wow, they buffed Fiery Waltz. It didn't need that. It did not need a buff, that ability didn't. Alright, let's see how this goes then. Yes, Gabara, go be Gabara and be awesome. One stunned bat. Another stunned bat. One dead bat. The man's now bleeding a lot, but is also not doing any ability to give him a bonus. Interesting. Maxium's got all of his charge, which we like to see. You can now castigation, which is also equally awesome. Right, let's see how this turns then. Get hit, get hit, get hit. Get hit! Get hit! Baron is a very damaged boy, and he doesn't like... And he's actually designed around clashing. Excellent. Your body feels weak for some reason. Huh, wonder what's up with that. Now we get absorption. Hey, Baron! This is why I don't give Gabara these upgrades. Because Gabara doesn't work as well for the suicide build. Right, the fact this guy actually has a second phase is one of the few things that concerns me a little, I won't deny. And the fact a lot of us are actually running out of cards is equally a problem. Upstanding slash, that'll do. That gives you whatchamacallit. I think you're staggered, mate. Oh yeah, you are so screwed now. All of the abilities I just did, absolutely pointless. Other than to, you know, just do them. Well, don't you look fun? Luckily, you only have one life. Alright, what's this new transformed ability look like then? Gain blood. The blood in its purest and clearest form. Bring me eternity. I assume that's what he said. Bring me eternal happiness. Eternal happiness. My mistake, good chap. Time for a feast. Enjoy the blood. Red night imbued with madness to your heart's content. Right. Right. You've got the exact same weaknesses. Unbearable drought. If the character has 2 or less blood, use a special combat page. On use, lose 2 blood and exceed. Okay. The blood in its purest and clearest form. Bring me eternal happiness. Right, well, if you just simply do that, Gabara, to be able to take that on, you can then do that to take that on, and ironically, Baron's probably better off trying to take that on. The bat's still here for a reason I do not know. Where have you gotten 1 strength from? Isaac? So, I'm gonna guess the big question right now is, can it actually do anything to me? Considering how powerful a state we are. And the answer to that question on a personal basis is, I'm not convinced it can. Because it's got 2 fragile right now, it's got 2 whatchamacallit. The main thing is that counter dice, which is going to be absolutely annoying if we can't get past it. But I'm trusting that we can. Come on, Gabara. Show them the power of the red mist. And show them why the red mist absolutely decimates and destroys everything, please. Because this might not even be fair. Especially with the amount of strength Baron's got. Yeah. There is no escape from this thirst. I kinda wanna leave him be. I don't wanna kill him like this. This was too easy. There is no escape from this thirst. The dance macarees with everyone. All and sundry have a fair chance of being eaten. The blood in its purest, clearest form. You know what? I am just going to kill this thing, and I'm just going to let this thing get off its mass attack, just because I want to see what the mass attack is. You know, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to give it the credit of the doubt. A vampire, huh? I think I heard of it somewhere. Mass attack. Lust for blood. On use, all allies gain 1 strength next scene. There are no allies. Fear of water. Alright, well, you know what? If I just let you hit us with that, I'm gonna turn off quick mode, and I'm gonna have a look at what we actually deal with this, okay? I swear the red mist gains power every time something dies around her. I think that's how she works. There is no escape from the thirst. The blood in its purest and clearest form. Bring me eternal happiness. I mostly just want to know what this lust for blood thingy is. Fear of water lasts 2 scenes. At the start of the scene, lose 5% max HP and gain 1 strength, 1 haste, and 5 bleed. If the character's HP is at 50% or lower, become uncontrollable and attack allies at 25% chance. Huh. I mean, that would have been threatening. But you're versus the red mist. So... okay. But that wasn't even like a second... that was literally first try. So what are your abilities here? Ooh, you don't give us a level 3 ability. That's going to put us at disadvantage, again, in your realization. Fear of water. Lose HP when playing an offensive die. Deal 3 to 7 additional damage with attacks and inflict 1 bleed on hit. If ever there was a way to make the suicide build even more suicidal. Gabara is fit around a suicide build on one of the characters. Wine. The selected librarian takes damage equal to 80% of their current HP. All other allies recover HP by the amount of damage dealt, split equally between them. Okay, that's an interesting one. That really works if you got a self-heal build. Vampirism. If the target has more HP than the librarian, deal 2 to 4 bonus damage and inflict 1 bleed on a successful attack. Heal 2 to 5 HP upon attacking a target with bleed. Suicide build. Suicide build. Absolute, goddamn, suicide build. I mean, literally, absorption is tier 2. Vampirism is tier 2. So if you just get the negatives for tier 1, so you've got vengeance and then fear of water, you can then equip it with vampirism and absorption, and you've got someone that's just constantly hurting himself, but constantly healing, and gaining stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger! So what do I need to do? Completely realize the floor of sciences. I thought I might. I honestly thought I might. I was wondering if there would be like a little hell to raise if I did Gabara before Tibereth, but you're not even letting me. So I guess my only choice left is to do Hokma, meaning I need to make Hokma's characters because I haven't done that yet. Pause! And now I'm back with 37-1 and Void Searcher ready in Hokma's department. And Hokma wearing Nikolai's outfit, because I originally planned for him to wear it. Besides, doesn't he look awesome? Doesn't Hokma look awesome in Nikolai's outfit? Yeah? I think he does. So, let's finally fight the Burrowing Heaven. This ought to be good. If you can't see it, you can't really... We'd better dispose of it quickly. We shouldn't look away, huh? If you're prepared, let us begin. The desire for unreachable will only grow bigger, and to pursue it is to lead a path riddled with thorns. Right. Just keep your eyes on it. Maintain it in your sight. You won't bat an eye at this breathtaking sight. Probably not. Keep looking at it steadily. It's alive, watching you in return, is it not? Alright, what is this? Ineffective piercing, endured versus everything else. Don't look away. If a librarian engages in combat against another If a librarian engages in combat against another character, all other librarians take damage equal to 40% of their max HP. What? Invisible string of connection. After engaging in combat with a librarian, inflict them with feeble Nixie. The amount is equal to the number of combat pages the librarian has used against this character during this scene, during the battle. In your sight, takes twice as much stagger damage from deflex. Okay. And I'm guessing you're all the same. Dormant. Will awaken in 3 scenes. If a Heaven's Thorn or Burrowing Heaven is staggered, this does not go down. Soul Focus. Becomes active if no thorns are awake. Uses a mass attack on the same scene it became active. Wings for an Old God. While this character is active, all librarians are inflicted with 10 feeble at the start of the scene. In your sight, takes twice as much stagger damage from deflex. Incognizance. If this character remains active for 3 scenes, a Heaven's Thorn will be spawned next scene and every 3 scenes after. So, I don't get what it means by the other character part. Does that mean I have to just focus killing this thing until it's dead? I can't believe after all this time I still forgot to give you abilities. Alright, so you do nothing except whatchamacallit? Reflection counter abilities. Which is interesting, to say the least. Okay, let's see what happens then. You fail. Alright, that was pretty horrible. In all regards. But you've got Mark on you now, which is the key thing. And I can also just bullseye you too. Which is pretty good. You've got Feeble. Why do you have 3 Feeble? The only thing I can think to do is just keep attacking and hope. Preferably to not get BS'd like that. What the hell? You gain Feeble equal to the amount of combat pages used against the character last turn. Why does he have -5 then? Because he's used 2 pages. Heck, he's only used 2 dice. That's bullcrap! That is bullcrap! You're not even giving the right numbers! Alright. So... you gain 2 pages! 2 equals 3! 2 equals 3! Yes, that makes sense! So from what I can tell, the rabbit is kind of goddamn useless in this matchup. Because of the very simple fact that they only have offense cards, basically. Oh, they buffed Graze the Grass. That's nice. Alright, and now the bloody thing is staggered. Perfect. Meaning, I am allowed to do this. And just beat it up. Wait, you should not be whatchamacalled it right now. We staggered it. That was the rule. It doesn't go down if it's staggered. Follow your own goddamn rules! It's a very good thing. I have literally tank-focused decks in this game. So, I can literally grab the tank guy and just say, hey, sturdy defense it, please. And make sure it goddamn dies. Horribly. Can we do that? It looks like we might. And now that it's dead, and now that it's got no health, we can do the big abilities, such as a Rhino charge, and maybe just leaping to get more cards. Hokma in Maxium's giant suit does not quite look right to me. You know? So now that we've killed one, you are active, right? And because you are active, we are able to attack you using anything we do please. Right. Let's see how this ends up going then. Double stagger. Okay, you've taken a lot of stagger, but no damage. As I would expect. I don't know why. Oh, we just take 10 feeble, don't we, at the start of the scene when you're active. Meaning, there's no point trying to do anything related to. Alright, let's see how this ends up going then. Considering it might get staggered by the end of this. It did. Excellent. Meaning we can now just devastate the goddamn thing. This is a war of attrition. A big war of attrition. And then when we eventually get enough attrition, okay. Glorious, you are active now, meaning we have 10 feeble, meaning now is the time where we just say screw it and sturdy defense the bloody Christing hell out of you. And also Rhino Ram, because I'm pretty sure there's nothing you can do about that. Actually, we're better off doing nothing, because of the simple fact that if we do anything against it, it'll be staggered this turn, which is negated by the fact that this thing was about to become active. So, let's do this, please. Stagger the bloody hell out of it. We cannot for a little bit of bleeding, it's perfectly fine. There we go. Nice and dead. Time for Mr. Big and Nasty. What are we going to do versus Big and Nasty? How a bunch of sturdy defenses. That sounds like a fun idea. Let's see, you're going to go first. The first thing's going to happen is that attack. Then it's going to be another one. So if I then have you Iron Shield thereafter, it should work out fine. Ish. Look, this is the best option. Let's go. Dodged. Stunned. Blocked. Staggered. Wow, staggered just like that. Really? I mean, I understand I've now got to wait until Nate's turn to be able to... You know, all you're doing is giving me so much emotion because of the fact we're just rolling minimum after minimum after minimum. Well, now we can just lay ham into you, Mr. Good, burrowing heaven. Do not come here. There is nothing but a thorny tree. It is no place for you to rest. Basking in everyone's gaze and attention, it will finally come to what? Come to what? The one who spread their wings and sacrificed everything. I think I need to be reading this. If we ever open our eyes again, will we get to see the fruit of our labor? Basking in everyone's gaze and attention, it will finally come to fruition and spread its wings. That's quite the line. The one who spread their wings sacrificed everything they had, and yet nothing good came of it. Just close your eyes. That's right. You're doing good. Wow, you're really going for the Carmen theme with this, aren't you? I mean, I know that's what Borrowing Heaven's meant to be, but still. Will we ever see the fruit of our labor in that gaze? Huh. Alright. Well, good tree. I'm afraid you're not going to survive this next round. I'm very lucky I have tanks just ready on hand. Right. What do we get then? Deal and take twice as much stagger damage on a deflect. Risky, but interesting. Gaze of others. Wow, both of them are 2. All dice gain 1 to 2 power in a one-sided attack. All dice lose 1 to 2 power in a clash. Okay. Lean Bloody Wings. On a deflect, deal half of the physical block. On a deflect, deal half of the block dice roll as physical damage to the opponent. So you're meant to combo those two so that you basically turn the tank into something that does super ultra damage, right? Oh, my back. Aren't you asking for too many books at once? As I awoke later than the others, I have much to learn to catch up on. I was always one step behind the others. You mean how you have 1 foot in the grave? Wow, Roland. Wow, old man jokes. Seriously? A trifling attempt at mockery. You know, all the other librarians here told me they were following a certain person called Carmen. You joined her in her research like all the others did? You're right. You're right that most others followed Carmen, but I was loyal to another person. There was a man called Aelin who founded Lobotomy Corporation and created Angela. I had faith in him. Everyone carries some form of faith or belief. In my case, I believed that what he sought to do was the right thing. Roland, do you happen to be a religious person? Nope. Nope. I'm not sure if there's even a proper religion in the city. And the bigger ones are all money-hungry schemes in disguise, so there's no point putting faith in any of them. Then I must ask differently. What do you believe in? What do I believe in? Getting out of this place one day. That is simply called a wish. I guess I don't have any beliefs then. I never had time to care about things like that. I had my immediate future to worry about. We live in a world where it's tough to think about or look back on stuff that won't be helpful right away. Dreams or faith or whatever. You're talking the talk. What do you believe in then? I believe in the eventual arrival of the world my scholar and mentor dreamed of. This faith is the guiding principle of my every action. Just what kind of person was he to make you his devoted fan? He was a man with a far sight. He strove to reach an unreachable place. Doesn't that description also apply to Carmen, or at least of what I heard about her? There is a clear difference. Sir Aelin was gladly willing to accept evil for the sake of realizing his cause. Yeah, speaking of that, I seriously don't get that Ayan guy. Heck, all he did was revive his dead friends against their will and play house in his underground lair just to satisfy himself. Am I wrong? His deeds cannot be compared to something as pro-rare as playing house. I don't know how great and eye-opening his enlightenment was, but he left a huge trail of trouble for everyone else in that process, going from what I've heard. I mean, you went through a whole lot of suffering in your second life as Lobotomy Corpse Sephiroth, and Angelo is still so infuriated. It's all because of him, isn't it? He's looking like a complete mess from an outsider's perspective. He endeavored to reach his goal in spite of such obstacles. He sought to fill the gaps out one way or another in order to endure the eroding life. You will never understand it, his sacrifice, his dedication. Boy, aren't you a total zealot. They say blind faith blinds the eyes of the feeble-minded. I believe I am not the only one blind with faith here. Can't be any worse than you, pal. Wow. Now I need to pause again to make the character number 4. And now for the third and final abnormality that we have left to fight. The price of silence. This is going to be an absolute horror for me, isn't it? So, Hokma, we have you with Maxim, the 2 rhinos, and we have Nikolai this time. Let's see how this works, shall we? What is this? Unstoppable time. The special pattern will occur in 12 scenes. Alright. I love how you've got nothing to say as well. What is this? Remnant of time. Your beat hiding. Copies the speed dice number, copies the speed dice number, speed values, and resistances of a librarian. Combat pages played by said librarian will be played by this character, Nick Scene. Okay. Flown time gains +3 power in a one-sided attack. Noted. What's this? Time flowing cannot be targeted. Every scene, the player is given 30 seconds to select combat pages before the phase starts. At the start of the scene, give other allies one of the following: gain 3 power in a clash, or gain 3 power in a one-sided attack. Time accumulating. At the start of the scene spawns a remnant of time. If 4 remnants of time are already present, the one with the lowest librarian is replaced, and all librarians take damage equal to its HP. Time unstopping. If 12 remnants of time are defeated within 12 scenes, becomes staggered the following scene. If fewer than 12 remnants were defeated by the end of the 12th scene, uses a mass attack on the 13th scene. 13th scene. Price of silence. At the start of the scene, add a copy of silence to all of the librarians' hands. All librarians lose 25% of their max HP next scene. Remove time limit for the next scene. Okay. Damn it! So close! Almost got the last one on. Off. So all I have to do is stagger the bastard, right? Right, well. Go! Okay. I wish I could see their hands on this screen, you know? Okay, go. I legitimately have basically no idea what's going on. using any mass attacks at all is probably a really bad idea. Okay. I had the time stopped this round. Silence. Time strain does not accumulate this round. So, this thing gotta die. How are you on so little health? Oh, the temptation to just fucking ground pound everything into the dirt. But as he's being copied next turn, I can't exactly do that. Alright. Let's see how this goes then. Do I want to use the silencer thing again? Is it maximum HP? All librarians lose 25% of their max HP. Oh! Oh! I didn't realize it was all of them! That explains where all their health went! So you're marked, but get bonuses in a clash. Right. You're almost staggered. Fucking Christ, this is impossible! This is actually impossible to do in 30 seconds! There's too many actions you need to take to be able to stop this to be able to not do this in 30 seconds. I'm sorry, but I want to know how this is feasibly possible. You gotta kill 12 remnants in 12 scenes. You have... Yeah, it's actually defeat 12 remnants, right? Yeah, defeat 12 remnants in defeat 12 scenes. We've defeated 3. We need to be able to... Fuck it, you can just fucking ground pound. I don't have time to think about anything else. Fuck off! Okay! That's how we tell things to just fuck off! Noted! So the most important thing is to get... Who are you copying? Oh, I don't even know or care. Go! Good, another one dead. Hokma needs light. Lots and lots of light. If Hokma can get light... then Hokma will be able to ground pound eventually once again. I just instinctively fucking whatchamacallit ended the scene. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Fine, go! Whatever! Fucking Christ, you... How are you attacking him?! That's not who you were told to attack! He can't even spawn that many! Go. This is it, fucking ground pound, it's make or break time. Are you fucking kidding me? It survived with 2 fucking HP. Are you fucking joking? Go to hell. No. Just no. Fuck off. It did not survive with 2 HP. It was fucking stunned! It doesn't get to do that! Go. I honestly think this is fucking bullcrap. I don't see how this is in any way feasibly possible. We need to do as little actions as possible in the amount of time, fuck off, given. Okay. Now then. You're clashing, meaning both of those we just need to one side, and this one back here, we need to make sure we clash with. And fuck it. I'm not gonna kill one by the end of this turn. So... yeah, I knew that was a mistake. Okay, I have time to relax, and I have time to think. God, fuck this. God, everything. So you want to clash, but we don't want you to clash. You also want to clash, and you also want to clash. You can do that to separate that. Now I need to kill one of these before the end of the next turn. That's getting off no matter what. That, however, might not. Who am I kidding? Yes, it is, but it's so pitiful and minor, I don't give a damn. Artemis is likely to take an awful lot of damage next turn. Probably. But if I do that, you get some protection this turn, so that works. Do it first, so that they can't get the charge on top of it. Okay, guys. By the end of this turn, Hokma will have enough energy to be able to... whatchamacallit. However, I don't think he is going to have anywhere close to enough light to be able to do the ground pound. Okay. He doesn't have enough light this round. We all need to lay into this guy, no matter what. Okay? Okay. This fight is a fucking joke. Oh, fuck off! I had people intercepting that! Bull crap! You can fuck off! I roll to claim this fight impossible. 30 seconds is not anywhere near enough fucking time to do anything! It is not enough time! This is a strategy game! Strategy games take time! You are meant to be able to take 5 minutes per turn, like I do! Why do you think I can spend 3 hours recording this game, but make a 45-minute video? Because each scene takes 5 minutes! This is a fucking joke! How did only one person possibly? There we go. I'm sorry, but this is a fucking joke. If I legitimately have to do this to complete the game, then you can have a laugh. Because I don't think it's happening. Alright, so you're both one-sided attacks, meaning we want to clash with you. Although it would help if the game actually did its attacks! No, not fucking enough time. The game isn't responsive enough. I click and it takes a good second for the click to register. Hokma's at 20 charge. Let's keep him like that. So that you need to die this turn. You want to clash, you do not. And apparently a back attack and having counter dice counts for clashing, which is both good and bad, quite frankly. Alright, so this turn we fucking beat into that guy. Got it? Got it. Alright, that's not gonna have much more choice than that. Oh, 2 are staggered. That's good to see. That's another one dead. Okay, perfect. So that one just needs a little love tap to be able to die. Love tap! There we go. Maxium does not give a fuck about being hit. Okay. I've now defeated 4. We need to finish that one off. And attack that one. So, you are intercepting that. you are attacking that. What the fuck ever. That turn took way too much time to even think about doing correctly. I despise this. Words cannot comprehend my goddamn hatred for this. Alright, we need to lay into you this time. But frankly, we need a clash with everything too, so... You know, if they matter. That's all I can think about, go. Fuck this all to hell. You have no capability to even register everything that's going on. Let alone actually do something about it. Ground pound? Ground pound. Okay, go. Now that was deeply unfortunate that it did that. Alright, so now I have a chance to just register and think. This is actually atrocious. You want to clash, so we shouldn't. Except when you're doing a pitiful little ability that actually has no hope in hell of succeeding. I really question how this is meant to be conceivably possible. But you need to earn as much charge as possible while maintaining the charge that you need in order to succeed and live. What? I just countered that! Okay. I hate the fact we have to take the abnormality pages too for these early stages. Because, honestly, they're hindrances unless you can combo them with something. You're doing those big attacks and you want to be comboed with someone. So you're taking that and nothing else. This thing doesn't want to be... There is not enough time! Is this not my last scene to kill everything? I can't even get through every action at top speed before we run out of time! 30 seconds is not enough time! This is fucking impossible. This is just not fucking possible. Okay. Are you gonna do your next attack? Because I'm still fucking alive. Or are you actually fucking bugged now? Hurry the fuck up! You're done now! Are you going to spawn another thing? Oh my god, you actually fucking do! And you mass attack every turn now! This fight isn't fucking possible! This isn't possible for me! I can't do this! I actually just can't do this! This game is over! I can't win now! What the fuck am I meant to do? This is gonna be the bane of my existence, this fucking thing, isn't it? This turn, it wants to clash, so we don't want to clash. But we don't exactly have much choice but to clash. With some of these characters. Go! I wasn't targeting that one. Game, if you're not even going to obey my fucking rules to start with, how am I going to possibly do this? I attack its dice that it cannot target back. This turn it wants to clash, meaning we don't want to. Meaning we need to target clash as little as possible. Go. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Round one, we just do a bunch of weak little abilities, so it doesn't really have much choice about what kind of crap it's gonna deal with. This turn, you don't want to clash, so we are going to clash with you, ha ha ha. I need Maxium up to maximum charge as quickly as goddamn possible. One is dead. Excellent. You really need to clash with something. Just because you need the time. How the actual fuck? Please tell me Gloria has her mass attack in hand. She does! Excellent, that'll work. Hopefully it'll be enough. Well, it was for two of them. Damn it! Stop rolling, Max! It's not fair! I never roll max! Why can they? You know, it feels weird, but one main tactic for this entire fight could be to just have one person that never does anything, so that they can't be copied. Or at least if they are copied, there's no benefit to them being copied. You need some, whatchamacallit, light. You do not. Go! Yes, yes, I know there was a bunch of stuff gonna happen there, because he likes to clash. Okay. So you copied them. Well, guess what? They don't like being copied. Castigation is definitely working out very well for me. That much is for sure. Okay. Go. What round are we on? 3. There's number 10. This one wants to clash, meaning we don't want to clash with it. And as it wants to clash, we're not gonna give it the satisfaction of one. Especially as it's attacking Maxium. Fuck off. Okay. Alright. Again, it wishes to clash. We will not give it the satisfaction. Go. Alright. God bless the pre-scripts right now. Okay, this round I have to kill it, meaning no matter what, I have to do this. Oh, thank you for maxing out that roll. Now, I just wasted so much energy with that. But I don't care. Because it's not going to stop me beating its ass. Go! Is this the holy blessing that I have needed to just use the fucking overpowered characters? I think it is. Hallelujah! That only took an hour. It's not a Night of Despair levels of bullcrap. Jesus Christ. What have you got? The player has 30 seconds to select combat pages before the combat phase each scene and boost the power of all dice. No! No! Every 13th combat page, the librarian gains 1 to 2 power. The dice on the page also gain the following effect. On hit, deal bonus damage equal to dice percent value of the target's max HP. That sounds awesome. Silence. Add a silence page to the hand. Cost. On use, take 25% of max HP as damage. Inflict 5 bind to all other characters next scene. Add an amplify page to the hand. On cost, on use, take 15% of HP. Gain 5 haste next scene. Okay. Fair enough. Angela, you have spent an immeasurable amount of time alone, from L Corp to the library. So have you, Benjamin. Am I truly the same being that Benjamin was? Do you find the inheritance of fragmented memories from the past to carry sufficient meaning? You're quite a bit more incisive with your words than before. Did you have a change of heart by chance? Having spent my great and dear beacon away in the Pillar of Light, and having failed to give a proper closure to his ultimate plan, all I have left now is ferocity. The personality and characteristics of our previous selves still constitute us. However, these are but mere molds that we were cast in. That mold is now being filled with our everyday experiences in this place. I don't expect you to understand the loops I've suffered, but you surely remember the script and how we successfully conducted it, don't you? Possibly so. After all, you are completing our memories and personalities through the books. Alas, the Sephiroth residing here are Sephiroth, not their original selves. I assume they will all feel it in one way or another, as people that surely were their past selves, but feel as though they are different beings or a dream. Angela, what has become of the other branches of Lobotomy Corporation? Probably sealed somewhere underground, following the shutdown procedures. And what became of the employees and abnormalities in those places? I suppose some survived somehow, though not everyone would have had that luck. You let greed take over and abandoned your duties. The library is no different from L Corp. The fact that your way of managing this place is nearly identical to how it used to operate speaks volumes. All I could do and learn for the past million years in that basement was to treat humans as expendables in all types of methods. There was no other option for me to choose, even if I wanted to. Is that why you employ abnormalities and ego as well? You direct the librarians to put on the shells of other egos in order to amplify their unstable emotional state even further. Do I need to remind you that I only have them do that when they receive guests, who also happen to enter voluntarily? You earnestly desire to escape from the past, yet you struggle to break free, much like me. I'm just using the resources available to me. Since you were already exploited by Aelin, it's only fair that I get to do the same. He brought you lot back from death without consent and forced you to endure cycles of pain. You were nothing more than puppets to him, dancing on the stage as he liked. I was born from more of his irresponsible actions too. How can you just accept all of this as if it was nothing, Hokma? It is no longer a matter of whether or not his actions are acceptable. I simply chose to accept it. I am not one to judge my mentor's will. That's idiotic. How could you even do that? Why do you hesitate? Forget it. It was possible because I have faith, Angela. That faith is also what prompted me to give you a chance. This is frustrating. Both you and Aelin are completely insane. You have to be. You're not the Benjamin I used to know. Benjamin, he was the only person who cared enough to tell me it's okay, even though I'm not human. You would be right. The one who stands before you right now is Hokma, not Benjamin. And yet, Angela, I am not so different from Benjamin, in that I do not believe your status of humanity is what matters. Why don't you just go back to sorting books? Well, so, as of now, Hokma is unplayable. Hokma's floor is unplayable, because we only have the choice of two first-tier abnormalities, and one of them is the 30-second thing, meaning Hokma is unfucking playable. Because the time thing is so infuriatingly bad for someone like me, I simply can't play Hokma. So, Hokma is unplayable. There's a chit-chat, I'm not doing that today. Well, everyone, it looks like I'm all out of time for today's episode, so what can I say other than thank you all for joining me today? I have been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that, until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.